What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel. Welcome back to the Rams Bust-a-Baller rebuild here on Madden 21 on the PC. That is right, we are back and we're in the off season. Yes, I know we're in the off season. Last episode wasn't as long as I would have hoped, but we ran up against the juggernaut that was the one-seeded Chicago Bears. We really didn't stand a chance and we lost. Even though the Bears didn't even win the Super Bowl this year, they lost to the Houston Texans, as we saw at the end of last episode. But we really didn't stand a chance. We didn't deserve to be in that game against the Bears, and it showed in our play. Mark Sanchez didn't play that great. Trent Richardson didn't do anything. Our defense played really well, but the Bears' offense was just too much, and we just couldn't do it. So we're in the offseason now. I said at the end of last episode that this is the start. This is the building blocks of what we're supposed to be doing here. We got lucky a couple of seasons ago. Let's face it. We got lucky. We won a Super Bowl. That's good. We checked that off. But now we have to build something because we didn't repeat last season. We didn't even make the playoffs last season. So we got to build something here, and making the playoffs the first year after missing the playoffs, that's starting something. We're building something here, and now hopefully in the offseason we can continue that, and then we can make the playoffs again next season and maybe go to the NFC Championship game, maybe start to build something even further. So hopefully that's the goal for the rest of this series. So smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's start that building process right now. All right, so a little bit of season recap. We've got Matt Schaub winning the Super Bowl MVP for the Houston Texans. Good for him. On to retirements. Anybody big? Brian Moorman, our punter, is gone, so we're going to have to look for a new punter this season. Bart Scott is leaving as well. Kevin Williams, a lot of Vikings retiring. Okay. Jeremy Shockey, Jamal Brown. Julius Peppers is gone. Olinda Mare, Dan Copen, Champ Bailey, Anquan Bolden, Darnell Dockett. Big names so far. Tully Bentacane was on our team for a few years. He's retired as well. Bryant McKinney. Jason Hatcher was on our team for last season. He retired. Donovan McNabb, Cedric Benson, Peanut Tillman. Wow. Seneca Wallace, Jim Leonard. Big names. Daniel Manning. David Dial or Deal. Darren Sproles. Cadillac Williams. Willis McGahee. This is probably the biggest. Matt Roth. This is probably the biggest retirement as of names that we've had probably this entire series. Carlos Rogers, Byron Leftwich, Mike Zimmer, and Sean Payton both retire as head coaches. That was some big names in the retirement thing. Okay, interesting. Now on to the big decisions of the series. DeBrickashaw Ferguson is up for a new contract. I extended him earlier in his career. That contract is up, and now we are here again. I can franchise tag one of these guys, and if I'm going to do that, I'm probably going to do it on Cortez Allen. Or maybe Chris Long. No, maybe Alan Bailey. I don't know. Maybe we franchise tag Alan Bailey and then work on contracts next season. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to offer him a lowball contract. He's going to deny it. Yeah, and then we're going to franchise tag Alan Bailey. Perfect. So now we got Chris Long and we've got DeBrickashaw Ferguson. I could have used the franchise tag on DeBrickashaw, and maybe that's probably what I should have done, but I feel like we should trade DeBrickashaw. I just feel like it's in our best interest to trade him. And yes, I know you're probably screaming at me through the device that you're watching this on, why are you trading DeBrickashaw Ferguson, your best player? But we need to get assets. We need to build on some. This is building. He's 29, or maybe he's 30. I don't know. We need to build with pieces. And right now, our draft picks are sitting at 19 and 25. That is not good. We don't have good draft picks. We need to build on draft picks. So what we're going to do is we're going to look for a team that has a good draft pick and a need at left tackle. And that is the Vikings, who have pick 7. So far, the Vikings have the best pick of what we need. We need to get somebody that has a preferably top 5 pick and a left tackle need. Is there anybody here that has top 5 picks and left tackle needs? I guess the teams that are bad wouldn't really need left tackles. They would need other positions maybe. The Vikings have the highest pick, so let's take a scroll through their team and see if there's anybody here. Kelvin Benjamin, they're the team that got Kelvin Benjamin. I did want Benjamin, and he's grown to what? What has he grown to? A 70 overall. That could be interesting. Is there anybody here that fits our what we're trying to do? They only have one corner on their roster, Stanley Jean-Baptiste. That's crazy. They have Rashad Jones as well. I'm interested in Kelvin Benjamin. And maybe we could sneak out like a third-round pick too. Is this enough value for DeBrickashaw Ferguson? I don't know. We're going to find out. Are they going to accept this? Trade declined. So we could possibly throw in... I have a lot of picks, so I could throw in one of these fourth-rounders. DeBrickashaw's headed to Minnesota? Possibly. If I give you my 104th overall pick, trade declined. It might take a third-rounder. We'd just be swapping third-rounders. Trade declined. So I'll give you pick 89, and then you give me back this pick. What's it going to take, my guy? Is it really going to take pick 67? Trade offer was accepted. So we move back in the third round, but we get another first-round pick along with Kelvin Benjamin. I think that was a good deal for what we are trying to do. We're not going to need DeBrick. She's going to start declining, so we might as well get as much value for him as possible right away. I might also trade Keith Rivers, too. Not Alan Bailey. Chris Long. Does anybody want Chris Long, or are we just going to have to let him go to free agency? We might just have to let him go. Maybe I can get a pick for him from a team that needs a right end. The Cowboys. No, the Colts are the ones that need a right end. So maybe we can sneak out like a fourth rounder for Chris Long. We can. So he's headed to Indianapolis. Let me just feel the offers out for Keith Rivers. What are we looking at here? There are a lot of... Everybody's wanting Keith Rivers. Do we jump on the Keith Rivers train? He's 29. No, you know what? I think we keep Rivers until we run out of his contract. Let me go to salary, or let me go to, can I not go to it? Oh, I wanted to check and see. Oh, here we go. We can still go to it. I thought it was in a different tab. What's his contract? He's still got 3 years left, so 2 years technically left after this next year's over. So that's good. Okay. So we'll probably keep Keith Rivers until his contract runs out, and then we'll move on from him. But now it's time for free agency. We got a lot of money to spend. Who's going to be there? All right, with $31 million on the books, what are the options? Tom Brady, 38 years old, 74 overall. That would never happen, but whatever. It's okay. We've got running back situation, priority number 1 probably. But I want to see Trent Richardson grow. It's just... it's killing us right now. Joique Bell is here. We tried to get him last year. I might as well see if we can get him this year. I would like to have Joique Bell. He would be our number 1 running back. As for wide receivers, now that we have Kelvin Benjamin added to the roster, that's huge. We don't even need to get a running back or a wide receiver now. Tight ends, I'm happy with Kobe Fleener and Aaron Hernandez right now. I don't think we need to move on from them or add anybody. Left tackle is going to be Orlando Franklin. We're moving him back over from right tackle. So yeah, that's gonna be the move that we do there. Left guard, we're gonna keep Watford. Center, we're gonna keep Ben Jones. Right guard, we're gonna keep Jeremy Zuta. And right tackle, we've got Patrick Omameh, and we might have to give him a shot. We might have to give Omameh a shot, but I would like to get him a backup. And I wouldn't like to spend that much money on him. I'll put an offer in on Kwame Harris just to have a backup. I mean, he might not even sign here, or we may not even keep him on the roster because I may end up drafting a backup right tackle in the draft. Who knows? But just in case I don't, we might as well have a backup for him. Left end looks good. Defensive tackle, I'm happy with right now. We can't get any of these guys anyway. There's Hainsworth. Right ends. Cliff Averill at 29. Would Cliff Averill count? Does Cliff Averill count? He's had a lot of off-the-field issues. That's interesting. Does Cliff Averill count? We could play him at left end. Or I guess we'd play him at right end and keep Greg Hardy. Or do we start Greg Hardy? I don't know. I'm gonna throw a bid at Cliff Averill. I think he counts. I'm not gonna pay too much for him. If he doesn't want to come here, that's fine. We'll just start Greg Hardy. If he does want to come here, great. We'll keep him on the squad. Maybe we'll trade him. I don't know. Left outside linebacker, we're gonna keep Telvin Smith and Jermaine Cunningham. So we're gonna move on from that. Middle linebacker, I still like Daniel Ellerby. We still got Vontaze Burfict as well. Right outside linebacker, still got Keith Rivers and Vincent Ray. I like both of those guys, so we're going to keep them. Corners we're solid with. We probably need to move on from Scandrick. It's probably past his prime here. Probably need to move on from him. Brent Grimes, I wouldn't count. Buster Skrine. Buster Skrine. Hello, my man. I wanted you in the draft, but you didn't decide to, or we didn't get a chance to get you. So if we could get you in free agency, that would be big. Because we do need to move on from Scandrick, and he's a 77 overall, and still pretty young, too. Free safeties, Major Wright and LaMarcus Joyner are good, and then strong safeties are good as well. Deion Buchanan looking pretty solid there. We do need to get a punter, though. We do need to get a punter. So, who's here? That's a bust. Would you count Marquette King as a bust? Not a bust, but yeah, he fits. Sure. Marquette King fits. We'll offer him pretty big money for a punter. 4 years, $10 million. Sure. Give me Marquette King. So our negotiations are Cliff Averill, Joique Bell, Buster Skrine, Kwame Harris, and Marquette King as those are our negotiations. Let's see if any of those guys sign. I'm assuming Marquette King's going to sign because he's a punter, and I just offer him $10 million over 4 years. So I'm assuming he's coming to the squad. All right, we got Marquette King, like I said. We got Kwame Harris, and we got Cliff Averill. I did not expect him to sign that lowball contract, but he did. He signed it. So now our negotiations are just Joique Bell and Buster Skrine. Nobody has any other offers in on him. So hopefully they both come here, and then we can get rid of Orlando Scandrick. But yeah, now I guess I'll see you guys at free agency recap, since I'm not going to be putting any more bids in on guys. So I'll see you guys there. All right, we're at free agency recap. Cliff Averill signs. Buster Skrine did end up signing. Kwame Harris and Marquette King both are here. The only one we did not get was Joique Bell. He did not decide to sign with us. He goes to the football team. So he chose the football team over us. That's fine. He just doesn't want to come to the Rams. I guess that's okay. Vince Wilfork goes to Arizona. Andrew Whitworth to Chicago. That's fantastic. Richie Incognito to the Panthers. Jake Long to the Saints. Antonio Cromartie to the Colts. MJD to the Cardinals. Evan Mathis Raiders. Asante Samuel Raiders. Bob Sanders Cardinals. Raiders and Cardinals spending lots of money. Alden Smith, Raiders. Chris Gamble, Patriots. That's a cool one. Chris Canty, Patriots. Antoine Bethea, Eagles. Nnamdi Asomugha is Broncos. DeMarco Murray, Bengals. Mark Ingram, Raiders. Okay. Raiders and Cardinals going all out here. Carson Palmer goes to the Cowboys. Interesting. But now it's time for the NFL draft. Start drafting. Pause the draft. As you can see, we have pick 7, like you saw in the beginning of this video. View the draft board. Who's going number 1? Who's going number 1? Who are we taking with our 7th pick? I'm thinking either Vic Beasley or Dante Fowler, maybe. Maybe Shane Ray. I don't know. We're taking somebody like that. Somebody like that with pick number 7. And then we got pick 19, pick 25. So let's see who Denver takes with the first overall pick in the 2015 NFL Draft. Amari Cooper. Cleveland takes Brandon Scherf. Dante Fowler goes to Atlanta. Kevin White goes to Indy. That's not a good pick. Vic Beasley goes to the Raiders. Leonard Williams goes to Carolina. So Vic Beasley's out of the question now. But Jameis Winston's still here. I'm not going to get Marcus Mariota because we already had Marcus Mariota in the Browns series. So we don't need to go through that again. But Jameis Winston is here. He could definitely be the pick for us. Or we get a solid left tackle to replace DeBrickashaw like Andrus Peat. That's the wrong thing. What's the left tackles looking like? Jake Fisher's also pretty good. He could be good for us. And then we've got a guy like TJ Clemens who could be solid. Chaz Green could be solid. So we got some options if we don't end up getting Andrus Peat. It's either going to be quarterback or it's going to be Shane Ray. I'm thinking. Maybe Danny Shelton could be the option. No. DJ Humphries. Would DJ Humphries be there at pick 19? Because DJ Humphries would be huge to get at right tackle. I don't want to take him with the 7th pick, though. I don't think it's worth it. Shane Ray could be there. I don't know. That'd be interesting to see. But I'm thinking we take Jameis Winston. We get famous Jameis. Let's do it. He's a 71 with hidden. He could be our new quarterback of the future. He could definitely be our new quarterback of the future. But let's skip a couple picks. Danny Shelton. Mariota goes to Dallas. Andrus Peat goes to New York. Melvin Gordon. Trey Waynes. Marcus Peters. Devontae Parker. Cedric. Nelson Aguilar. Eric Armstead. And DJ Humphries goes the pick before us. Oh, that's pain. That is straight pain. Shane Ray is there. And Cam Irving is still here at center. That is pain. That Cedric, that Andrus Peat goes the literal, or DJ Humphrey goes the literal pick before us. Man, unfortunate. But Cam Irving is still here. He looks very, very enticing. Let's take Cam Irving to be our center. We could also move him around. He's a 70. Okay, so he's better than Ben Jones, I think. So we take Cam Irving. Byron Jones goes, Laken Tomlinson goes, Shaq Thompson, Stephen Anthony, and Demarius Randall. So Shane Ray's still here if we need him. I kind of want him. And Kevin Johnson too. But he has bad play rec. No, I don't really want Kevin Johnson with bad play rec. Eddie Goldman in the 2nd round could be good. Jalen Collins in the 2nd round could be good as well. But I'm thinking we get a pass rusher like Shane Ray to the squad. He's 68, but he has hidden. 68, but he has hidden. That is big. Now we have to go to the 2nd round, pick 8. I'll see you guys there. All right, here we are, 2nd round, pick 8. Jalen Collins goes, so that we can eliminate that from the question. As for corners, there's some good ones later in the draft, like Bobby McCain's good. Ifo Ekpre-Olamu's good. We've got some decent options here. Jaquiski Tart. Jaquiski looks good. Jaquiski looks good. Will he be there at pick 21 of the 2nd round? Who knows? Who really knows? Do I get a guy like Dorial Green-Beckham? No, because we got Kelvin Benjamin. I don't want to keep stacking up the wide receiver room. It's already pretty full as it is. So let's stay away from wide receivers. Outside linebackers. Jaquiski Tart looks a little bit too good to pass up. Randy Gregory. He's got good hit power, but everything else doesn't look that great. Jake Fisher. We may need to take Jake Fisher. Let me take a look at our depth. Let me take a look at our depth at strong safety. We've got Iloka and Shamarko Thomas and Deion Buchanan, so we don't really need Jaquiski Tart. Okay, so we have a lot of depth there. We could trade this pick, which might be the move. Trading this pick could be the move. And then getting Jake Fisher. I feel like getting Jake Fisher could be big. So the Bears are offering us a pick next year. The Bears are the only ones offering us a 1st rounder next year, so that could be useful. I know it's probably not going to be that useful because the Bears were just in the Super Bowl this year, but a 1st round pick's a 1st round pick, so I mean, it's going to be useful. Jake Fisher goes to Arizona, so there goes our left tackle option. That sucks.
The
TJ
Jaguars
Yeldon,
are now on the clock.
Havenstein,
The
Eric
Buccaneers
Rowe,
are now
Ali Marpet, Marcus Golden, and now we're up again. Jordan Phillips at D tackle is definitely an option. We need to work on offensive line. We also have the 25th pick and the 28th pick in the second round. So I may trade this pick too. See if somebody else has offered me a first rounder. I'm not assuming anybody would offer me a first rounder. No, it doesn't look like it. So let's just see who's got the best package for me. 27 second rounders is what I need. Tampa would have a good one if one of those other picks was 2027 too. But the Eagles look like they're giving me the best options for 2027 picks, so we'll trade it to Philadelphia. They take Amir Abdullah with it. Jordan Phillips goes. Beckham goes. And now we're back up with the 25th pick. Okay. Quentin Rollins? No. I'm not sure where to go on this. Do we go, like, offensive line? Because we do need offensive linemen. Third round. These guys are all third round projections. Got a center already. This guy looks decent. Not the best, but he looks decent. Darrell Williams and Bobby Hart. Carl Davis. Davis Tull, wow. He did really good at the combine. I don't know if that's worthy of me taking him. I don't really know what to do. I mean, we could take a guy like David Johnson, but David Johnson, is he the pick? Is David Johnson the pick here? Yeah, screw it. David Johnson's the pick. And yes, David Johnson counts. Yes, David Johnson counts in this whole thing. But I don't think we take anybody with this pick. I think I trade this pick away. Get more assets for next year. You can never have too many assets for next season. So let's go with... Let's go with this pick. The Jags are offering me two 2027 picks, so we'll take those. And I'll see you guys at pick 7 in the third round. All right, here we are. We've drafted... How many guys? We've drafted 4 guys so far this season, or this draft. PJ Williams. I'm not sure what we do next. I'm not sure what we do next, to be honest with you. I'm liking Quentin Spain. I think we grab him later in the draft, not in the third round. Darrell Williams. I don't know if we take a flyer on Darrell Williams. Maybe we trade back again? Is that the move? Damian Wilson looks pretty decent. But again, that's projected 4th round. I don't really want to take a flyer on somebody in the 3rd round. I think we trade back again to get more assets. You got to try and get as many assets as possible. The 49ers offer me a huge pick right there, but the Browns offer me another 2nd rounder. This might be my final chance to get a 2nd rounder. Ooh, this is tough. So the Browns are offering me a 2nd rounder, which is probably my final opportunity, because I'm not assuming... I almost guarantee that my 25th pick in the 3rd round won't get me a 2nd rounder. So, but this trade is huge with the 49ers. A 3rd and a 4th from next year. But I can't pass up another opportunity to get a 2nd rounder. Even if it's pick 60 or projected pick 60, I cannot pass up another opportunity to get a 2nd round pick. So, I'll see you guys at pick 25. All right, so now we're at pick 25. We have a ton of draft picks. So many 4th round picks. So many 4th round picks. We definitely don't need that many 4th round picks, so we're going to be trading a lot of those. But we're at the point now where maybe we take TJ Clemens. I do like TJ Clemens. Bobby Hart is a 7th round projection, so we don't have to take him right now if we don't want to. Carl Davis slipped to the 4th round. He doesn't look horrible. I mean, he doesn't look great either. I think what we do is we go and we take TJ Clemens. Get a left tackle with hidden potential. That's big. 67 with hidden. He's going to grow very well. Maybe he's going to be our next left tackle. Who knows? And then we go to our next pick. Steve Nelson goes. And now we probably snag Carl Davis. Right? 65 with normal. Not the best. But he's a good defensive tackle. All right, I'll see you guys at pick 4. All right, this starts our journey through the 4th round. We have so many 4th round picks. We're not going to use them all. But I may need to use one on a corner, like Josh Shaw. Does he look good? Not really. I mean, Doran Grant looks about the same. He's a little bit younger. Damian Wilson looks decent. Let's take Damian Wilson with this pick. He is a 65 with normal. Okay, I'm probably going to trade one of these next upcoming picks.
The Panthers are now on the clock.
Let's just trade this one right away. Can we get a 3rd rounder? Anybody offering 3rd rounders? No, nobody's offering 3rd rounders. But the 49ers are offering me the best deal along with the Eagles. Let's take this 49ers deal. We'll get another 4th round. Ibrahim Campbell's off the board. And now we're up again with a ton of picks still left to go. Not that many choices to make. Kyle Emanuel. J.J. Nelson, 4.3 40. J.J. Nelson's a speedy boy. What did Kenny Bell run? Kenny Bell's 6'1". I thought he was bigger than that. I kind of want to take a flyer on Josh Shaw. He's 6 foot, 67 overall. Okay. We're still working. I'll see you at the next pick. All right, we're back here at the next pick. Pick 21 in the 4th round. And I don't know what to do. I'm stumped. I don't know what to do. Probably offensive lineman. Maybe we take Quentin Spain. Sure, let's get Quentin Spain. 63, but he has hidden. That could be useful for us. That definitely could be useful for us.
The Packers are now on the clock.
Now we got another pick here. We got tons of picks coming up. Is this where we go and we grab Ian Silberman? Sure, let's get Ian Silberman. He's 62 overall. Oh, we're missing. We're starting to miss on some picks here.
The Bills are
starting to miss on some picks. I got back-to-back picks there. Is J.J. Nelson still here or did he get taken? J.J. Nelson's still here. I might take J.J. Nelson. Bobby McCain. Do I like this? Yeah, I like this. Get Bobby Hart. He's got hidden. Is that really that bad of a pick if he's got hidden development? It's probably star, but he's got hidden. So we've got the next 2 picks. So let's just trade out of them with the Dolphins. And then, oh, they draft, Dolphins. I'm sorry. I didn't know you were going to use it on that. Let's get this Raiders 4th round pick as well. And then I'll see you guys at the 5th round. All right. We made it to the 5th round. But what do we do now that we're here? What do we do now that we're here? We still have so many picks. I've drafted so many players. So if I've drafted an entire offensive line in this draft. I didn't even realize that. I've drafted an entire offensive line in this draft. That's crazy. I don't think we need to take anybody else. I don't think there's anyone here that could physically help this team. Except for maybe some undrafted guys down here. Like David Irving could help us. He has a good grade on him. Tyrell Williams could help us. I might keep some of these later picks. I might keep some of my 7th rounders. But I think I'm going to put a package together and see what I can do for some of these more recent picks so I can get rid of multiple picks in one go. So I'll give you 2 5ths and a 7th. And I'll see if I can get from... Who was a bad team this year? The Cardinals were a pretty bad team. So let me see if I can get another 5th rounder next year for 2027. And they accept that. So I just dumped off a ton of picks. I'll see you guys in the 6th round. All right, we're in the 6th round, pick 25. We have 3 picks left, 2 7th rounders. And the guys that I was looking at are still here, like Tyrell Williams, Eli Rogers, but most importantly, David Irving. I'm looking at David Irving, 58. David, come on, my guy. I put everything I had into you, and you're a 58. I'll see you guys in the 7th. All right, 2 picks left. 2 picks remain, and there's nobody else that I want. Let me see if I can trade these 2 picks in a package. There's nobody else that I want. I'd just be wasting draft picks at this point when I can get like probably a 6th from the Bills. Give me a 6th rounder next year. I'll give you 2 7ths this year. That's a good deal. I have no more picks. I'll see you guys at draft recap. All right, so here we are, draft recap. We started out hot. We got Jameis Winston, Cam Irving, and Shane Ray in the 1st round. All with hidden, I'm pretty sure. Cam had normal. Yeah, but these 2 guys had hidden. David Johnson has hidden. That was a big draft pick, 73 overall. Then TJ Clemens was a huge get, 67 overall. He's going to be big for us. And then it kind of went downhill from there. Damian Wilson's okay. Carl Davis was not the greatest. Josh Shaw, not the best, all in normal. Quentin Spain was good. He had hidden. So Quentin Spain was another sneaky one. Ian Silberman, not the greatest. And then Bobby Hart did have hidden, but he was like 63 overall. And then David Irving was a 58. So another decent draft, I would say, for what our situation is. It was another decent draft. Let's go to the next. You know what? Let's just end it here. In the next episode will be the start of the 2015 season. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. We're on the road to 400 subscribers. So help me get there by smashing that subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.